The National Electrical Code, or NEC, does not permit the re-identification of conductors by applying tape to the last 6 inches of the wire with the intention of changing its color. According to the NEC, using colored tape on wires as a means of re-identification is not an approved method and would be considered a violation of the code. The NEC provides specific regulations and standards regarding wire identification to ensure safety and prevent confusion in electrical systems. These regulations are designed to promote consistency and clarity in wiring practices, reducing the risk of electrical hazards and facilitating proper maintenance and troubleshooting. The proper methods for wire identification, as outlined by the NEC, typically involve using conductors with insulation of the correct color or employing approved marking methods. These methods ensure that wires are easily and accurately identified throughout their entire length, minimizing the potential for errors or misinterpretations. For example, Section 200.6 of the NEC addresses the identification of grounded conductors. It requires that the grounded conductor, often referred to as the neutral wire, be identified by a continuous white or gray color. This consistent color coding helps electricians and other qualified personnel quickly and easily identify the neutral wire in an electrical system, ensuring proper connections and reducing the risk of electrical shock or damage. Section 210.5 of the NEC deals with color code requirements for branch circuits. While it does not mandate specific colors for ungrounded or hot conductors in general-purpose branch circuits, it does require that if color coding is used, it must be consistent throughout the system. This means that if you choose to use a particular color for a specific purpose, such as identifying a specific phase in a 3-phase system, you must maintain that color coding consistently throughout the entire branch circuit. This consistency helps prevent confusion and ensures that electricians can easily identify the different conductors in the circuit. In some cases, the NEC requires specific colors for certain types of circuits or applications. For example, Section 514.12 specifies that for gasoline dispensing facilities, the grounded conductor must be identified with a white or gray color, and the ungrounded conductors must be identified with a color other than white, gray, or green. This specific color coding helps prevent accidental connections or misidentification of conductors in these potentially hazardous environments. In addition to color coding, the NEC also allows for the use of other approved methods for wire identification, such as marking wires with colored bands or labels. These methods can be particularly useful in situations where it is not practical or feasible to use colored conductors. For example, in existing installations where the wiring is already in place, it may be easier to add colored bands or labels to identify the different conductors rather than replacing the entire wiring system. When using colored bands or labels, it is important to ensure that they are securely attached to the wires and that they are clearly visible and easily identifiable. The bands or label should also be made of a durable material that can withstand the environmental conditions in which they are installed. The NEC also emphasizes the importance of proper documentation and record keeping when it comes to wire identification. It is recommended to create and maintain accurate wiring diagrams and circuit schedules that clearly indicate the color coding or marking scheme used in the electrical system. This documentation can be invaluable for future maintenance, troubleshooting, and modifications to the system. Having accurate records of the wire identification scheme can save time and effort when working on the electrical system and can also help prevent errors or accidents. Furthermore, the NEC requires that all electrical work be performed in a neat and workmanlike manner. This includes ensuring that wires are properly organized, supported, and protected. When installing or modifying wiring, it is important to avoid creating unnecessary clutter or confusion. Wires should be neatly bundled or secured to prevent them from becoming tangled or damaged. Proper wire management not only improves the appearance of the installation, but also makes it easier to trace and identify wires in the future. In summary, the NEC prohibits the re-identification of conductors by taping the last 6 inches of a wire to change its color. The code mandates the use of approved methods for wire identification, such as using colored conductors or marking with colored bands or labels. Proper wire identification is essential for electrical safety and helps prevent confusion and errors in electrical systems. By following the NEC guidelines for wire identification, electricians and other qualified personnel can ensure that electrical installations are safe, reliable, and easy to maintain. To further clarify the NEC requirements, let's delve into some specific sections that address wire identification in more detail. Section 310.8 of the NEC covers the general requirements for conductor identification. It states that all conductors must be identified for proper use. This means that conductors must be marked or labeled in a way that clearly indicates their purpose, such as whether they are a grounded conductor, an ungrounded conductor, or an equipment grounding conductor. The identification must be durable and able to withstand the environmental conditions in which the conductors are installed. Section 310.11 of the NEC provides more specific requirements for the identification of conductors in multi-conductor cables. It requires that the individual conductors in a multi-conductor cable be identified by color coding, marking, or other suitable means. The identification must be permanent and easily recognizable. This is particularly important in multi-conductor cables, where it can be difficult to distinguish between the different conductors without proper identification. Section 400.9 of the NEC addresses the identification of flexible cords and cables. It requires that flexible cords and cables be identified by color coding, marking, or other suitable means. The identification must be permanent and easily recognizable. This is important because flexible cords and cables are often used in portable equipment and appliances, where they may be subject to frequent handling and movement. Proper identification helps prevent accidental connections or misidentification of conductors in these applications. Section 600.31 of the NEC covers the identification of conductors in electric signs and outline lighting. It requires that the conductors in electric signs and outline lighting be identified by color coding, marking, or other suitable means. The identification must be permanent and easily recognizable. This is important because electric signs and outline lighting often involve complex wiring systems, and proper identification helps prevent errors or accidents. In addition to the specific sections mentioned above, there are also several general requirements in the NEC that apply to all electrical installations. Section 110.3b of the NEC requires that all electrical equipment be installed and used in accordance with its listing and labeling. This means that if a piece of equipment is designed to be used with a specific type of conductor or wiring method, it must be installed and used accordingly. Section 110.12 of the NEC requires that all electrical work be performed in a neat and workmanlike manner. This includes ensuring that conductors are properly supported, protected, and identified. Sloppy or careless wiring can lead to errors, accidents, and even fires. Section 110.22 of the NEC requires that all electrical equipment be properly labeled with its voltage, current, and other relevant information. This information helps ensure that the equipment is used safely and effectively. It also helps prevent accidental connections or misidentification of conductors. To further illustrate the importance of proper wire identification, let's consider a few real-world scenarios. In a residential setting, imagine that an electrician is installing a new ceiling fan. The fan has several wires that need to be connected to the Hindigotta-S electrical system. If the wires are not properly identified, the electrician could easily make a mistake and connect the fan to the wrong circuit. This could result in the fan not working properly, or it could even create a fire hazard. In a commercial setting, imagine that an electrician is troubleshooting a problem with a lighting system. The system has hundreds of wires, and it is difficult to trace the circuits without proper wire identification. If the wires are not properly identified, the electrician could spend hours trying to find the problem, or they could even make a mistake and damage the system. In an industrial setting, imagine that an electrician is working on a complex control panel. The panel has thousands of wires, and it is essential that the wires are properly identified to prevent errors or accidents. If the wires are not properly identified, the electrician could make a mistake and cause a major shutdown of the facility. These scenarios highlight the importance of proper wire identification in all types of electrical installations. By following the NEC guidelines and using approved methods for wire identification, electricians can ensure that electrical systems are safe, reliable, and easy to maintain. In addition to the technical aspects of wire identification, it is also important to consider the human factors involved. Electricians and other qualified personnel need to be properly trained in wire identification techniques and procedures. They also need to have access to the proper tools and equipment to perform the work safely and effectively. Furthermore, it is important to foster a culture of safety in the workplace. Electricians should be encouraged to take the time to properly identify wires and to double-check their work to prevent errors. They should also be empowered to speak up if they see something that is not right. By addressing both the technical and human factors involved in wire identification, we can create safer and more reliable electrical systems. Remember, the NEC is a living document that is constantly being updated to reflect the latest advancements in technology and safety practices. It is important to stay up to date on the latest changes to the NEC to ensure that you are following the most current guidelines. You can access the NEC online or through a variety of publications and training courses. By staying informed and following the NEC guidelines, you can help ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. In conclusion, the NEC does not allow the re-identification of conductors by taping the last 6 inches of a wire to change its color. The code requires the use of approved methods for wire identification, such as using colored conductors or marking with color bands or labels. Proper wire identification is essential for electrical safety and helps prevent confusion and errors in electrical systems. By following the NEC guidelines for wire identification, electricians and other qualified personnel can ensure that electrical installations are safe, reliable, and easy to maintain.